Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. May we now invite the honorable guest, Ms. Carmen Leung, the manager of SME Reach Out from Hong Kong Productivity Council, to introduce the funding schemes available for SME and the ways of application now. The goal for this session is to enhance SME's understanding of the government's funding schemes with a view to encouraging better utilization of the support provided by the government. Ms. Leung, please.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I'm Carmen from the Hong Kong Productivity Council. First of all, thank you, Entreling, invite us to give introduction of the SME Visual Service to you. And during the webinar, I will introduce our services and also I will give you an overview of the Hong Kong government funding scheme. Okay, so let us have a look of our PowerPoint first. Okay. Actually, our team is under the Hong Kong Productivity Council, and we are funded by the Trade and Industry Department. Our team commenced operations since last year, the 1st of January, and then our team established objective is to help the Hong Kong enterprise to learn more about government funding. We will promote the Hong Kong government funding scheme to the SME and the startup. And then our major activities including we will provide the match of the appropriate funding scheme and then answer the questions on the funding application, and then we also provide one-on-one consultation services to different clients. And then lastly, we will provide 4 popular scheme application guidance. Okay, and then for the 4 popular funding scheme, including you can find from the slide that which is BUD. BUD stands for Brand Dedicated Fund on Branding, Upgrading, and Domestic Sales. And then the second one is EMF, Export Marketing Fund. And then the third one is Technology Voucher Program. And then the last one is Enterprise Support Scheme. Those 4 funding schemes are very popular in Hong Kong, and more enterprise can successfully apply to the funding, and then they can use this funding to help them to improve their corporate productivity or transform their company business process, so that more and more companies are interested in those 4 funding schemes. But however, some of the company in Hong Kong, they found difficulties to apply those funding, and then they would like to seek the help from the government funding scheme. But however, different funding, they have their own secretariat, so that when the enterprise they have some questions on one funding, they will contact one of the funding secretariat. However, if they would like to learn the other one, they have to call the other funding scheme. But however, for our team, we can answer all questions related to the government funding. And to be more interesting, actually we prepare a video about SME Reach Out team, and may you play the video so that you can get more understanding for our team services. Okay, please play the video.
你哋同事都好幫到手，咁我哋其實就算上網睇呢啲資料嘅時候，都可能有啲唔明嘅地方。咁頭先同啲同事傾嘅時候，咁就再了解多啲。
咁 SME Reach Out 嘅1對1諮詢服務，亦都係俾到我哋好大嘅幫助啦。特別喺填方嗰 part 俾到嘅guideline啊，各樣嘢都令到我哋成個申請嘅程序順利咗好多嘅。
當初中小企支援組聯絡我哋，想搞一個外展活動，希望可以幫我哋嘅商戶同埋長沙灣荔枝角嘅中小企做呢一個免費諮詢。我哋覺得呢個活動嘅意念好好，而且同我哋集團創新社會企業責任、創造共享價值嘅理念好吻合，所以我哋亦都積極響應。好希望中小企支援組繼續與中小企同行。
而同中小企支援組合辦活動係一個好好嘅 crossover，因為我哋嘅理念係一致，希望盡力去幫中小企服務。合作嘅過程當中，完全感受到中小企支援組積極嘅態度同埋專業嘅精神。希望你哋可以繼續努力，服務更多中小企。
Okay. So I believe that you will get more familiar to our services, and then I give you overview of our work in the 2020. Actually, we handle more than 10,000 inquiries, and then we conduct 52 outreach activity with more than 3,500 participants joined, and then we also organize 15 sections of seminar and webinar, and then we also join the exhibition with over 54,000 visits for the webinar and live chat. And you can find from the photos that and also you can learn from our video that apart from listening to the hotline during one-on-one consultation, we will visit the industry and commercial buildings for the face-to-face one-on-one consultation section, and even during the COVID-19 situation, we still send our teammate to different Hong Kong commercial building to conduct the one-on-one consultation to help the SME to learn more about government funding scheme. And then throughout the year, we co-host with more than 40 trade associations and regional partners. Okay. For the next section, I will give you an overview of the funding and give you some general advice on the application. Okay. Actually, there are over 40 funding schemes in Hong Kong, and here we select some popular and give you an introduction. And you can find we have classified them into 7 categories. For the first one is startup. And the second one is R&D, the third one is training, and the fourth one is business expansion, and then the fifth one is manufacturing, and also technology application, and the last one is loan. Today, we only have the time to give you an overview, but however, I can tell you that most of the funding scheme are on matching basis. Matching basis means you have to contribute part of the project. For example, if you would like to apply the technology voucher program under the technology application category, you have to pay $1, and then the government will give you $3. This is 3-to-1 proportion. And for example, if you would like to apply BUD, the branding, upgrading, and domestic sales funding, you have to pay $1, and then the government will give you $1. This is a one-on-one. This is one-to-one matching basis. Also, apart from giving you the money, the Hong Kong government also have some funding scheme related to the startup, and then they will provide you the office space or business matching opportunities, etc. And then for the startup funding scheme, most of them are related. Organized by the Hong Kong Science Park and the Hong Kong Cyberport. And then for the last one, and then this is the loan scheme, and then which is called SME Financing Guarantee Scheme (SFGS), and this one is very popular in Hong Kong, and then they have many enhancement measures so as to encourage the Hong Kong SME if you would like to get money for business expansion or for recruitment, etc., then you can apply this loan through different banking. Okay. If you would learn more about the Hong Kong government funding, actually you can visit to this website, the www.success.tid.gov.hk. This is a download link to download the all government funding scheme from this website. There are almost 40 to 50 funding scheme in total, which is called government funding scheme at a glance. Okay. And then to provide you a general advice on funding application, first of all, this is the major criteria is the applicant should be a Hong Kong registered company with operations, and then you have to fulfill the specific objective on each funding scheme, and then most of them require a peer approval before you spend the money, so that please pay attention that you have to submit the application form before you spend the money. And then most of the funding, they have a very strict control on using the money, so that you have to prepare a clear financial planning. And then the cash flow is critical, and then no double funding on the same activity, because some of the funding scheme, they have a similar scope, so that for one expenses, you may able to apply for different funding, but we remember that no double funding is allowed. Okay, and then also the holistic implementation capability of the applicant will be considered, so that you have to give a reasonable marketing plan and then the financial budgeting. And then for the last one, actually, application takes time and resources, so that you have to reserve enough time to do the application. And then after even you get the approval from the application, you have to spend resources. You have to assign staff, or you have to assign them to prepare a project plan, how to execute and when to execute, and then you have to pay attention about the procurement procedures. This is a very critical to apply for the Hong Kong government funding scheme. Okay, last but not least, this is our contact method. We have the telephone number and the WhatsApp 2788 and 6668, and then you can reach us by email sme_reachout@hkpc.org. And okay, and lastly, we also prepare a video to show you our successful case, how we help our clients to apply the funding successfully. Okay, so may you help to play the video?
我收工走先啦，拜拜。
由細到大其實都中意啲好靚嘅嘢，同埋其實由細個都已經好想創業㗎啦，因為好中意喺一個空間裏面去到做一個創作。咁好幸運可以將我嘅興趣同埋我嘅夢想創業可以結合埋一齊，咁就而家係做緊櫥窗設計嘅工作。其實我哋一直都對開拓國內嘅市場好有興趣嘅，但係因為資金同埋人手嘅問題啦，所以一直都冇開始到嘅。因為始終對國內嘅市場唔係咁熟悉啦，咁所以都驚貿然發展會有失敗嘅可能嘅。Hello， 大家好，我係 Marilyn， 係 Seal Group Limited 嘅創作總監。咁好高興認識到 SME Reach Out。喺團隊嘅協助底下咧，其實我哋知道多咗好多政府嘅資助計劃啦，亦都從而令我哋識得去點樣揀一個適合我哋嘅資助計劃。咁喺申請嘅過程之中，其實都得到 SME Reach Out 好多嘅幫助啦，好多填方嘅細節佢哋都有俾到好啱用嘅意見。咁獲批咗之後，其實我哋得到多咗嘅資金去到我哋國內市場嘅發展啦。咁而呢一個亦都係我哋公司發展嘅好重要嘅一步。 咁好開心喺成個申請資助計劃嘅過程裏面有 SME Reach Out 嘅陪伴同埋支持。
Okay, walk along with SME is our slogan, and then we hope that you will be the next one to be invited to take the video with us because we really hope our services can help the Hong Kong enterprise to get more funding from the Hong Kong government to assist your business development. Okay, that's all from my presentation today. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
For the funding scheme and support from our government, I hope startups can find and choose the suitable schemes for themselves and receive needed support to further develop their business. Honorable guests, participants, and audiences, we actually have come to a close for the whole summit. I hope everyone has enjoyed the platform throughout the days. You may scan the QR code on the slide for leaving feedback to us for a better summit next time. You can still revisit the exhibition halls, which showcases the achievements and solutions of each startup, recent activities of partners and corporates. Startups can also look for clients, explore business opportunities or partnerships locally and regionally, and consult professionals at eClinics by using the meeting scheduling function on the platform. Other visitors, you may also enjoy the chat rooms and network with different parties. Thank you everyone who participated in this summit. Your involvement and efforts complete the event with us. As a short conclusion, we held a panel discussion about new normal under COVID-19. Where shall we invest and innovate? Startup opportunities and threats. And the new normal in ASEAN. What are they looking at on day one? And 2 webinars about startup opportunities and go-to-market in GBA and startup opportunities and go-to-market in ASEAN on day 2 and 3. We also arranged 3 startup presentations from property tech, fintech, and edtech industries on each day. We hope these informative and inspiring webinars and presentations help fostering the communication and cooperation between business and companies and expand the business development in the future. You can still revisit the webinars and startup presentations on the platform till 9th of May. Last but not least, we would like to take this opportunity to thank our co-organizer, Hong Kong Productivity Council, for providing various kinds of support to our summit, such as promotion, guest invitation, eClinics, so on and forth. This beautiful venue is also provided by HKPC, which is situated at Kowloon Tong with 1-minute walk from MTR station. Besides, we would also like to thank our collaborating organizations, Cyberport, Federation of Hong Kong Industries and Hong Kong Startup Council partners for their unwavering support in this event, as well as other partners including but not limited to PwC Mainland China and Hong Kong, Franklin Covey, Hong Kong Trade Development Council, Hong Kong U iDendron, Hong Kong UST Entrepreneurship Center, Lime HK, MWYO, Tencent WeStart, Hong Kong Women Professionals and Entrepreneur Association, Hong Kong Wireless Technology Industry Association, Hong Kong Technology Incubation Network, Midas FMS Limited for supporting us on event management, Footprint Limited, our online platform vendor. Finally, we would like to thank Trade and Industry Department HKSAR Government for providing Trade in Industrial Organization Support Fund to support us for hosting the summit today. Our summit would not have happened without all the support from the above parties. We hope you enjoyed the entire event and we look forward to seeing you in the future, maybe next year. Have a good day and goodbye.